Welcome to Money Talk with Michael. I'm Michael Eastham, president of Fellowship Financial Group. Money Talk with Michael is our weekly broadcast where we answer your questions about finance, investment, retirement, and all things related to money. Remember to send in your questions to the email listed in the description box below, and you might hear your question answered on the next Money Talk with Michael.
I'm 65 and a very conservative investor, and my goal is to retire in 3 years. My Social Security will be $2,500 a month at 66 in 2 months, and $2,900 at 66. I have about $450,000 in 401k, IRA, and savings, all in cash, CDs, and fixed-rate investments. I need about $50,000 in income a year and have no spouse or kids. I'm thinking about putting it into an annuity when I retire. What do you think? My home is $450,000 and I have no mortgage.
All right, great question. Thanks so much for asking it. Based on what you've told me, you need about $15,000 day one to fill the gap to accomplish all of your income needs in retirement. That's day one. What if you live 30 years in retirement? I always tell people it's better to plan for a 30-year retirement and maybe only live 20 or 25 than to plan for a 20-year retirement and live 30. That is a financial disaster. And I think we'd all agree that the income that you need in year 30 is going to be much, much higher than it is year one. Just using a modest inflation rate means that your income needs are going to be double, maybe even quadruple, depending on circumstances and the last days of retirement as compared to the first. So that's what you've got to take into consideration. You've got to make sure you're covering for inflation. Point number one. Point number two is it's generally not a good idea to put all of your investments into any one type of investment, let alone an annuity. So that's not a recommendation that I would suggest that you follow through on. In fact, if any financial advisor is telling you to put all your money into an annuity, you should probably pick up your money, your wallet, and run. Not only that, but there are several types of annuities, and you need to make sure that if an annuity is appropriate for some portion of your retirement, your lifelong savings, then you need to make sure you understand how they fit and you've got it appropriately allocated. Not too much, not too little. Why? Because there's no perfect investment out there. They all have their imperfections, but they all provide good resources and they all have good potential if they're placed in the appropriate place in your overall retirement income strategy. Thanks so much for that question. Thanks so much for watching. Tune in next Monday for another edition of Money Talk with Michael. And don't forget to send in your questions and check out our website at fellowshipfinancial.com and our social media platforms. And if you'd like, you can schedule a 15-minute complimentary call to get your specific questions answered. Everything you need is listed in the description box below.